Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Happy Hour represent Ryan Hoppe, and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Happy.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in the system.
What the hell's going on? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you and you. Don't think I forgot about you for the next 2.5 hours, probably. You can call me, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. I for some reason had my license suspended in the beginning of the year because Geico didn't send in the SR22 I needed for a car crash I got into. So I got pulled over without knowing that I had a speeding ticket. Or I got pulled over without knowing that my license was suspended. And pretty much the cop gave me a ticket last month and it's all in the clear now. But I had to wait at the courthouse in downtown Tampa on Twiggs Street for like 80 minutes. I was freaking losing my mind because they go all out of place. They'll go 7P 502, 7P 503, PS 108 for like the different numbers for when you go to the counter, and 7P 755 took forever. But that freaking feeling, when my number gets called and I pay off the ticket and I get the hell out of there, was a great feeling, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I even told the guy, I wish I knew his name. He was so freaking likable. He was this black guy with really nice teeth. He looked like he'd be on the show Power or something. Just a really handsome guy. I swear I'm into women. But honestly, it's 2025. We can address other men being attractive, right? I was in and out in 5 minutes, and now I'm here. But with my ADHD, I freaking lose my mind, man. Walking around the DMV. I must have looked like a madman. This just in. I probably always look like a madman.
Happy Hot Topic.
Oh, my God.
Today on TMZ.
Okay, there are multiple investigations going on today involving Wendy Williams.
Yeah, this is really growing by the minute.
I literally just got a call from NYPD and were asking me questions because I've talked to Wendy so much for this documentary called
Yeah, he's probably talked to her more in the last 2 months than he ever did.
Saving Wendy.
Did you just tell NYPD to go to Tubi and watch our documentary?
I did.
I freaking love Harvey Lemon.
People believe that Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively do not like each other at all.
Yeah, they have a catfight kind of situation going on. They're both probably awful to work with. They both probably treat everybody badly, and that causes for women to not like each other.
They've been doing press for their new movie. Anna was asked,
what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Her answer is, you know, you can read a lot into that. Listen to this.
Anna was asked,
what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
It wasn't a compliment.
Anna goes, you know.
Wait a minute, she said that?
It was shady.
No, she was trying to get away. Like, it's not like she was like, oh, you know.
No.
God, what's it like to work with Harvey?
You know.
Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner watching a tennis match, displaying some light PDA.
But it was...
Yeah, she's trying to make out with him while he's trying to watch a sporting event. There is nothing worse than when you're trying to watch a game and your girl's like, hey, let's have sex. The girlfriends always want to have sex when the NBA finals are on.
Super weird. He was not into it.
He can be totally into her almost all the time, but he's there to watch a tennis match.
Oh, the women are like, he's disrespecting her. No, he's watching a game. We can't interrupt you during 90 Day Fiance.
He's annoyed.
He's into the tennis match. Harvey, when it comes to...
Women are reading too much into it on this show, as always.
Tennis match.
He's annoyed.
He's into the tennis match. Harvey, when it comes to annoying a guy, you gotta listen to Kourtnei and Charlie on this.
Kanye West posted a series of text messages setting up an interview with Joe Rogan.
What an idiot.
Joe Rogan saw this and said, I don't know who you're talking to, but that's not me.
But now the door's open, though. I hope Joe does not do this.
You know who would be the best interview?
Joe has no class, so he won.
Joe Rogan? Bianca Censori.
Can I tell you, it's like, that's my dream.
That's my dream as well. That's much different dream.
They're dirty today. All right, TMZ, so let me get out of that. 856-49 happy. I saw this here. And it's going to be freaking weird when you're in a relationship and you're public about it and whatnot. And then all of a sudden you're going through a breakup and the reports are kind of like, hey, because I went through this. Hey, where's the girlfriend at? Why aren't you taking a picture with the girlfriend on social media? You always took a picture. And this is going on with Sydney Sweeney. She was always out and about, sitting with her fiance who's much older. Good for him, because any woman that hates on a man dating a younger girl is just jealous that they're past their prime, rather. But Sydney Sweeney has not been seen with her fiance recently, and she's at an extended hotel stay without the fiance. That's really got to make him feel bad. Because whenever you're kind of close to a breakup, the woman always tries to find a way to not be around you. Oh, I got to do this. And they might not even just be cheating. They're just not hanging out with you. And all of a sudden, you start to go, well, I haven't seen you in 6 days. And that's going on with him. Man. If you go through a breakup with Sydney Sweeney, that's got to be freaking heartbreaking, man. And she is so freaking hot. It's almost unfair how hot Sydney Sweeney is. And also, speaking of attractive, hot women, there is a weird thing going on with Millie Bobby Brown looking freaking hot. Again. I know that Stranger Things was 9 years ago and whatnot, but it's so weird how she just transformed into a dime piece. And she was on Call Her Daddy and said she's shaving her head when she has a baby. Freaking weird.
You obviously had to shave your head the first season. How did you feel about that?
I honestly did not care. Like
she was 11.
And I'm saying that like I really did not care. I didn't have anxiety. I wasn't sad when they shaved it off. I just thought, cool. Like now this is what I'm doing. Like I think it started to hit me months and months in where like you get at that age where you're 11 now and you're shaving it consecutively every 3 days because it cannot grow past a certain length because we're filming. So continuity wise, you're shaving it. So every time it started to grow and I'd get excited, it'd be we'd shave it again. So I think it became to the point where I was like 11 or 12 where I was like, the boys started liking girls, and I was kind of like,
yeah, she had a real glow up. It's always the freaking awkward girls in the early teens that are just the attractive looking women later on.
Maybe why are boys not liking me? And then I was like, oh, I'm feeling like insecure now. So then I would put wigs on, and I did get really, really like bullied. Like,
if you're bullying Millie Bobby Brown, you're an asshole.
In public, people would like make comments and stuff, but I honestly, like, I still to this day like loved the experience, and I would do it again. Like,
hell yeah, that was when you're in your prime on TV. Of course you don't want to do it again.
I always tell Jake, like, for my first baby, I want to shave my hair off. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it was really liberating. Would suggest it for
hell yeah,
anyone, any girl.
Wait, so you're saying when you have your first child, you would shave your head?
Yeah.
Like when you have the child, or when you're
maybe right before I'm about to give birth. Like,
oh man, I got a dirty mind when she said right before I'm gonna.
Maybe like right before I'm about to give birth.
I thought it was like get an orgasm. I got a really dirty mind. Also, we've been recording for 11 minutes and 4 seconds, 11 minutes and 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11, make a fucking wish.
Like, because I just think like hair is such a ordeal anyway to deal with. Like, why I'm gonna like nurture my child, why like deal with my hair? And I think it's such a liberating experience.
Everything's so liberating. You're friggin' bald. Congrats. Rosie O'Donnell is leaving the U.S. for Ireland. Team Trump says good riddance. There's two mutants hating each other. They're literally the same person, and it's freaking crazy. I love when somebody who's the same person as someone on the other political agenda gets mad. So, for an example, Don Lemon always calls out Megan, what's her name? I'm drawing a freaking blank. Megyn Kelly. Whenever Don Lemon calls out Megyn Kelly, he always acts like he's better than her. But he's literally just a gay, black, liberal version of her. You know what I mean? Or Alec Baldwin or Robert De Niro call out Trump, and they're just literally a liberal version of him. It's like, shut your ass. You're no different. Drives me freaking nuts. Kristen Cavallari did a live broadcast of her podcast, which is pretty freaking good. And she calls it like it is and says whatever's on her mind. And she announces the ex that she would totally get back with. It's definitely not Jay Cutler.
Really in the last 5 years, and I'd say I haven't become confident until the last 2 years, honestly. So you gotta fake it till you make it.
Hell yeah. I fake it till I make it every freaking day. Every freaking living second.
You guys have good questions. I appreciate that.
All right, next up, we have the sexy, the gorgeous, name and city where you're from, please.
I can't stop.
Oh, are you on that FBI watch list? You can't say your name?
Freaking not funny.
I'm quiet. Camera's off.
Get to the freaking question.
Hi, Kristen. How are you doing? I'm good. Let's be honest. You look fantastic. Thank you.
Freaking hot as hell.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So my question is, if someone said tomorrow you had to spend the rest of your life with one of your exes, who would it be?
And you know that body count's long as hell.
I'd honestly rather fucking die.
And trust me, they feel the same about you. All right. Show's getting off the freaking rails. And we just begun. Sometimes those are the best happy hours. And sometimes those are the worst ones. You never know. All right, we're going to come back on happy hour and officially get this party going and go on after this.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, we all
I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song,
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
as a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
$6 million's what it cost them to put back together that cat Steve Austin. Not the far right is bionic. Over 6 million tracks with 10 million topics. I'm fiber optic crystal clear with my projection. Whack MCs get clothesline when they walk across my intersection. They need protection, some guidance, some right direction. A job center with application for a new profession. Never set for nothing less. I blaze contests and set shop for paydays. In strange ways, life twist and turn. Word to gangstar in this business, Skrilla hard to earn. I format attack, new knack technique. Speak with a passion on wax and tape and CD. Mad niggas front for paper and switch like a bitch, in and out like a crossfader. All I know is how to rock shit. They say the hotter the MC, the hotter the spot. Shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming, of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. See, I got books of lyrics on deck like Tash. Pocket full of cash, ready to bounce, rolling splash. C2 and hash, pro tour in the masters. Grab the mic, flex my wrist and hit like Sampras. Handle this, make you believe like an evangelist that real MCs are coming to reclaim Los Angeles. And hence I stand a chance to finally get my time to shine in the Golden State. Like Sprewell out the half. This beat is hot, it make me lock like astronaut. Make K-Rool set that shit for my peoples when we blow spots. Pause, freeze, my steeds rose like ease. V12 trees and 7 seas. If you didn't know, champ, the far right K-Rool's a lowlands brother from the liquid camp. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. Get damaged like civilized to savage. Sharp lyrics cut deep wounds. These niggas need bandages. They can't handle this Los Angeles relentless pressure. Full court, measure for measure. I'm like Patino, a game plan Gambino. Every verse starts with defense first, like a casino. Every minute, every hour, I use brain power. For Mr. Space Shuttle Challenger, I devour. I tower like Eiffel, bust all verses like rifles, bust all bullets through flesh, unless you're wearing a vest. And even then, I still enter the human form of a splinter. The summer, fall, spring, and winter. Liquid crew member, champion contender. Holy like the month of December. The rhyme prototype. Shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. Lock shit down. Lock shit. Lock shit down.
That was Defari with Bionic.
Lock shit down.
Oh, yeah, well. I got you.
Right here to lock shit down.
All right. I see this clip here. 4-year-old's mom ate his ice cream. And he calls the cops. It's gotta be freaking weird when you're a 4-year-old and you call the cops. And then you're like the parent and you're in the other room and you're like, oh my God, you actually called the cops.
Oh, it's the police. They came for real.
Yeah, we have to
Yo, it's the police.
just come check, make sure everything's okay.
What you do?
Did you call the police?
Yeah.
Why?
I told my mommy to go to jail. I didn't get ice cream.
So is that why you're upset?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get no ice cream.
It's so
You know that mom's gonna yell at that kid later.
hard to yell at them.
Police, yeah.
So no calling 911 unless it's a real emergency, okay?
It's all the chaos at that house. An overdue book was returned to a library in New Jersey after 99 years.
I'm looking through and I find this book.
Yeah.
Homemade Toys for Girls and Boys.
Oh,
and it was published in August of 1915.
Sounds like something from 1915.
And I find the dates and I'm thinking this has to have been taken out by my grandfather. They're supposed to be returned 3/31/26.
Yeah.
And unfortunately he passed away the next year. I said I have to return this book to the library.
You know, it's 99 years late, but this book is in great shape. It would probably, with inflation and everything else, be over $18,000 in fines, but we don't have fines anymore. We are fine-free.
Yeah, can you imagine you actually have to frickin' pay that? Now, this prep service I use offers late night jokes from last night. Let's hear how funny Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert.
The makers of Sesame Street announced they're laying off more than 200 employees. And to the count, now's not the time.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Just cool your jets.
Unfortunately, at last week's World Ski Jump Championships, 2 ski jumping Norwegians admitted to cheating by using manipulated jumpsuits with a reinforced thread.
I got it.
And?
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Let him. Who watches a man hurl himself into the sky at 80 miles an hour, soar 300 feet, and stick a perfect landing, and then he goes, wait a second.
If your joke is really wordy, then it's definitely not funny. Especially if it's coming from Stephen Colbert.
Does his jumpsuit have reinforced thread?
Wow, is it horrendous. I didn't even know if I found Leno or Letterman funny growing up. I just thought they were good enough, but my God, were they freaking George Carlin compared to that?
Happy hot topic.
Gigi Hadid giving insight into her co-parenting dynamic with Zayn Malik, revealing the exes have each other's backs when it comes to co-parenting their daughter, Kai.
I think that when you become a parent, you just have
She's got a very low voice.
to prioritize your time.
The model is Vogue's April cover star, and inside the mag, she reveals she and the singer take turns caring for the 4-year-old by doing custody schedules months in advance.
That's good. Like you're taking care of the kid. A round of applause. A round of a frickin' applause. It's the basic you should do.
That doesn't mean that it doesn't change here and there, but we help each other out.
All right, let's skip over this because of copyright. Jesus freaking Christ. I can't play any more of it. Got a copyright all over it. Copyright's driving me freaking off the wall. Pissing me off. I saw this headline here, and this is very interesting.
Happy hot topic.
This is weird and me and a bit kinky, and why not?
Harry Potter's Jessie Cave is launching an OnlyFans. The Harry Potter alum who portrays Lavender Brown in the movie series recently announced she has joined OnlyFans to specifically share non-sexual, hair-focused content with a slutty Mormon vibe. Jessie said during the March 10th...
Yeah, the ones that go on OnlyFans and, do the frickin' thing where it's not sexual, you're boring!
The slutty Mormon vibe. Jessie said during the March 10th episode of her Before We Break Up Again podcast.
I'm launching a hair
Of course she has a frickin' podcast. Everybody has a frickin' podcast.
OnlyFans. This is entirely for hair-based content. It's very much geared towards people who have a interest or fetish with hair. And I do a lot of videos with my
It's not very sexy the way you're describing it.
hair on Instagram, and I have now for
Too much talking.
a while. And I just noticed that there's a lot of, I always just get some comments.
And while the 37-year-old understands there may be some pushback against her decision to join the risque website, she also sees the opportunity as a really cool one.
Yeah, to make some money. Because who the hell is talking about Jessie Cave?
It's been quite liberating. And to kind of link this back to the boob job.
I love this thing. Everyone's using the word frickin' liberating. Millie Bobby Brown. Going bald was liberating this. Going bald was liberating. Everything's frickin' liberating.
Job idea. It's been, I really am choosing to think of this as a empowering moment for me. Because I have been this very kind of straight, prim actress for a lot of my career, and this is very much a way of me saying.
Hopefully her OnlyFans is more of her, showing things rather than talking.
Okay, I'm doing something that is not.
I mean, my freaking God, is this irritating?
Not normal.
I can't listen to this. I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored, and her blah, blah, blah. There's nothing riveting there. Nothing at all. All right, we got this.
Happy Hot Topic.
We film about 34 days a year. That's it.
Vanna White is giving insight into her job at Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, it's got to be nice having 331 days off.
During an appearance on Elvis Duran's morning show, the game show star, who has co-hosted the
That was right after War of the Roses
syndicated program since 1982, shockingly reveals that she only has to work 34 days out of the year.
We film about 34 days a
God, she looks freaking good for her age, by the way.
year. That's it.
Stop it.
Yes, but
How many in a day? Yeah.
6 shows a day. Come on.
I'm sorry. I do not feel sorry for you one bit.
Shut up, Alice.
That sounds like a great job.
Six different dresses.
It is. It is.
Wait, you have 331 days off a year?
He was doing the
Wow, talking to the microphone, iHeartRadio. Yeah, let's just do this thing that everyone's been doing where they're not talking to the freaking microphone. Jesus Christ.
math.
Yes, I guess so. I've never looked at it that way.
But Vanna didn't only reveal her atypical work schedule, she also explains the reasoning behind the production switch from her physically turning the letters to one that switches with a touch.
You know that's got to make her freaking happy.
Letter, does it actually activate it, or is there someone out back going, okay, she's touching it, push the button, and it lights up?
Well, there's two things happened. First, I physically turned the letters, and then I went to touching the letters, and now a couple of years ago, they changed the set where, honestly, I don't even have to touch the letter. There's a laser up there, and the motion of my hand that gets near the letter, it will light up. Wow. So, I mean, come on.
The 68-year-old even confesses that she once turned the wrong letter by
She's 68?
accident.
Have you ever hit the wrong letter?
One time I did, and that was when I was physically turning them. The puzzle was either Dr. Spock or Mr. Spock.
Right.
It was an M or a D, and I turned the wrong one. It was like, I was devastated.
Did they keep it, or did they redo it?
No, we redid it.
No!
We threw it out because I revealed a letter, which you can't do.
Oh my gosh.
Dun, dun. You can party to that music. 856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-677-3.
Happy Hot Topic.
I
had a huge scare. All of a sudden I realized what it means to be scared to death.
Gal Gadot is sharing details about having a blood clot in her brain during her pregnancy. The Wonder Woman star, who shares daughters Alma, Maya, Daniela, and Ori with husband Jason Varsano, is detailing her experience with a blood clot in her brain during her most recent pregnancy.
Got it.
She reflects on the experience during her March 10th appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
I had a brain clot, and it was a huge one, like 3. I had 3. When I do something, I do all of.
God, that freaking accent's so hot.
You know,
I'm Jimmy Fallon.
You go all the way. But how did you know that you had
I
this?
had major headaches
Oh, yeah. Being around Jimmy Fallon will provide that.
for 3 weeks, and I've seen doctors and different neurologists.
The actress says that while the first doctors she visited were unconcerned about her major headaches, her mother actually encouraged her to get an MRI.
There's nothing worse than when you go to a doctor and you explain what's going on and they don't give a crap.
When the pain persisted.
Then 3 weeks later, like after having those crazy headaches, my mom is like, you need to check it now. Like, just go and get an MRI. We did. They found out this horrible thing, and we were rushed to the hospital, and they got the baby out immediately. And I went through a thrombectomy. I had the most amazing team.
Hell yeah, you're rich. I would hope you do.
They cared for me in Cedars-Sinai.
All right, I'm getting freaking bored. Good for you. You're doing well. I don't mean to sound negative. It's just how much more of the clip can I play? All right, there's this headline here. This woman looks like a sociopath because she's so Again, it's me saying someone else is freaking hot, but she's hot. What am I going to say? She's ugly just to be a contrarian?
Happy hot topic.
Deanna Pappas is facing legal trouble. According to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, the Bachelorette alum was arrested on a domestic battery charge.
Hell yeah, I'm sure it won't get I'm sure it won't get as much coverage as if it was a man doing that.
After an altercation with her ex-husband, Steven Stagliano, in the early hours of February 27th. Deanna was released on $20,000 bond that same day. The two, who share kids 11-year-old Addison and 9-year-old Austin, announced they were getting divorced after 11 years of marriage back in January 2023. The divorce was finalized last June. And more insight into the events surrounding Deanna and Steven's alleged altercation came to light 1 week after her arrest, when Steven's mother, Lynn Stagliano, filed a declaration March 7th, stating, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that she, quote, very clearly smelled alcohol on Deanna's breath while picking up Austin from her former daughter-in-law's home for school.
Yeah, it's not good.
In her response, Deanna filed a domestic violence restraining order against Steven that same day.
Oh, wow.
Alleging multiple cases of verbal and physical assaults against her, often in front of their 2 children.
Yeah, whenever you're in a relationship and it's not freaking going well, and all of a sudden you have this thing where you're arguing and you're drinking all the time, it's not good. It's never a good thing.
As well as detailing what allegedly happened the night of her arrest. In the petition, Deanna said that she had called her husband on February 26th, the night of the arrest, after their daughter, whom the Bachelor Nation member noted has special needs, requested to sleep at his house. Once he arrived, Deanna alleged, Steven told me that I needed to walk closer to him because he wanted to smell my breath to make sure that I was not drunk. The reality star added, I had not consumed any alcohol. Deanna then said that she ignored his comments and walked back to the garage, attempting to shut the garage door behind her. The petition read, I heard noise behind me. I turned around to see Steven following me into my garage. After multiple attempts to shut the garage door, Deanna said that Steven refused to leave, then used his hand and pushed the garage door upward again so that it would not close.
Sounds freaking not good.
It was at
whatever. So they got into an argument here. I'm not trying to sound cranky, but it's just blah, blah, blah. What's going on here?
5 years ago, we learned about something called COVID.
I remember that. Cannot believe it's been freaking 5 years.
Experienced lockdown, social distancing, far too many lives lost around the world. And now the World Health Organization, 5 years later, has declared COVID-19 a global pandemic.
It really is weird, those 5 years.
Now, the CDC is still tracking new COVID-19 infections, and right now the weekly percentage of...
All right, so they're just going to say, oh, there's a new strain, whatever. It's definitely not worth shutting down the railroad over. You know why it's not worth shutting down the railroad over? Is the fact that there's this thing that happens where a whole generation of late 2000s babies are all messed up. And then the boomers just get to die off with all the money. Screw you. Yeah, I'm being honest.
Happy hot topic.
Wow. Nah, for real though. Costco has removed the roast beef sandwich from its menu, but I ain't tripping. I've been eating roast beef every night since my wife had the kid.
That was a good day.
Scarlett Johansson is revealing how she really felt about Colin Jost's NSFW joke about her during the Christmas episode of Saturday Night Live.
Are these people just reading the script and not knowing? Just say not safe for work. God, these reporters freaking suck.
Back in December, her husband and Weekend Update co-anchor Michael Che participated in their biannual joke swap tradition, which entails writing risque jokes for one another that they've never seen before and then must read live on air. A few of the jokes written by Che for Jost to read were about his movie star wife, including a dirty one which left even the actress and the audience stunned.
Yeah, she had her mouth wide open.
Wow. Nah, for real though. Costco has removed the roast beef sandwich from its menu, but I ain't tripping. I've been eating roast beef every night since my wife had the kid.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you, Colin. For Weekend Update, I am Michael Che.
Magazine, the Fly Me to the Moon star shared her candid thoughts. It was so vulgar. I just can't believe that they went there. I was like, it was so gross. It was really gross.
Oh, have a freaking sense of humor. This is the problem when hot girls think they're above everybody. Oh, jeez. Have a sense of humor. You don't have one.
She told the outlet, adding with a laugh, and like old school gross.
Yeah. We're men.
The Golden Globe nominee also commented on how producers were ready to capture her reaction live backstage. The fact that it took on a full To Catch a Predator style reveal or whatever, that was so intense. All of a sudden, it was like a whole bunch of people holding up lights and a guy with a video camera. They were waiting for me to react. I felt insane. I was like, I think I'm going to faint.
Yeah, she definitely got into trouble when he went home.
The He's Just Not That Into star also revealed that she had been warned by producers that there was a vagina joke that had been written by Che, though seemed unaware that it would be about her.
Who else would it be about? Melania? Come on, huh?
Sharing.
Knowing SNL, they would do a skit about Melania's vagina.
I was like, I mean, it's a vagina joke. How bad could it be? And then as soon as the Costco photo came up, I was like, no, Michael. Still, the BAFTA winner
she really
proved that she's a good sport, saying that her experience of it was so funny. Later adding that when she finally got into bed that night with her husband, she told him, I was like, my nerves are shot, with him replying, me too.
Yeah. He's probably glad he's not in trouble. NASA said that they didn't go and get the space people, the astronauts up in space because it wasn't in the budget, which just represents how corporate America is screwing over this country.
Now, with a walk down retail memory lane, some brands that were popular in malls 20 years ago are making a comeback in some unexpected places. Janae Norman is back with this.
You guys, I am tickled by this because 20 years ago, 16-year-old Janae would have been strutting through the mall with all these brands.
Yeah, you had all of daddy's money.
We are talking nostalgia of double-layered tank tops, popped collars on
Oh my God, living in a freaking past, are you?
polo shirts. Yes, ma'am. Maybe even a puka shell necklace or two.
All right, we get it. You missed 2005.
This was before Forever 21 and Zara. Think more like Delia's, limited to Hollister, Abercrombie & Fitch. Come on, some of them are making a comeback and nostalgia is real.
I hated going to the frickin' mall. It was fun, but I don't miss it as much as other people that live in the past.
Five Below just got in Delia's stuff. I am so shook right now.
They're beloved.
I'm so shook. Are you shook?
Mall brands like Delia's and Abercrombie & Fitch that define the style of millennial adolescents that are making a comeback. And stores like Urban Outfitters going all in on Y2K-inspired couture and accessories.
This trend.
It's very weird. I guess it's how people felt about the 80s and the 2000s. It's very weird when you live something and it just felt like it was going to last forever, that being the 2000s. And then like people are living it like if in the 2000s you went to a 70s party. The fact that there's Y2K parties makes me feel really freaking old.
Is really accelerating because of millennials, and these brands remind them of the fun they had as teens and tweens.
And one retailer sparking a wave of particular excitement and nostalgia.
All right, it's limited to. All right, so there's that. And then finally in this long segment we did.
Happy hot topic! At Elon Musk's side during President...
let me rewind that.
The mystery blonde seen at Elon Musk's side during President Trump's joint address to Congress is speaking out and says her newfound fame has been a nightmare.
It was funny at first, and then it changed. And then it became awful.
Heather
Yeah, you know, everyone's probably freaking saying he's going to have a kid with her.
Valentino says everyone is getting the wrong idea from that video showing her graciously accepting a bottle of water from the world's richest man.
Yeah, you know she wouldn't think about him ever.
And applauding enthusiastically as Musk was singled out for praise by Trump.
Elon Musk, who is
my autistic little buddy,
in the gallery tonight.
Online trolls dubbed her Musk's next baby mama, but she tells CNN's Caitlin Collins she was just being polite. There was no flirting.
Had you ever even met Elon Musk before last week?
No, it's all quite ridiculous, actually.
So you had.
She's like, I have no attraction to him. I'm not a right-wing cloud-chasing nut job.
No connection, and you just happened to be seated next to him in the chamber when he came in the room.
Yeah, it was absolutely by chance.
She's like, please separate me from him.
I did not know.
Even the way he drinks water is freaking weird. He's just a weird freaking piece of garbage.
Elon Musk, there wasn't flirting. I think we talked a couple times, and when I stood up with Elon Musk, I mean, I wasn't gonna stay seated. It wasn't like I was smoozing or flirting. It wasn't that at all.
The 53-year-old esthetician runs a medical spa.
She's 53. Oh my God! That's why I love her. She's a freaking MILF cougar. Woohoo! This is the first time you're listening to my show and you're not aware, I love cougars. Oh, they're the absolute freaking best. I love when they're going up and down, around, around. Yes.
Outside Pittsburgh, and she says her life has been turned upside down.
I haven't gone back to work yet. It's been quite awful. The backlash from just a seat is, it's ridiculous.
Meanwhile,
what terrible freaking protests are these? Blah, blah, blah. Make it shorter. Elon sucks.
It's ridiculous.
That's all you gotta say?
Meanwhile, protests...
What are you even saying, you mutant Gen Z? Get a job!
Against Musk's Tesla Corporation seem to be escalating. Arsonists are targeting Tesla dealerships and charging...
All right, just because you don't freaking like him, and I can't stand him, but just because you freaking don't like him does not mean you can burn things. This is the same Luigi Mangione energy of, I don't like insurance, and I don't like insurance either. I'm going to kill somebody.
Stations across the USA. In a new interview, Musk admits he's going through a rough patch.
Yeah, you're a loser.
How are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty.
Because you're not doing anything for them. You're just sucking off Trump all day.
Today, President Trump stepped in and actually purchased a Tesla. Musk brought every Tesla model to the White House for Trump to check out.
Should I get in?
He chose a sleek red Model S.
Oh, whatever. Can't stand him. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know if you knew that. All right, we're going to come back. I don't have a lot of time today. So the thing is, like, I'm going to do a shorter show. Like, I would have played 3 songs by now, but let's play a freaking song.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Niggas don't know how hard it fucking took. How hard it fucking took me to get here. Even to fucking record this song. It's like shit was going against me. You think I give a fuck about none of that shit? Hell no, man. I'm a G. Shut up. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. Man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga, then he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. They call me Swizzy, nigga. I'm Swizzy, cause that's my nickname. I mark this rap game and call that shit stain. These lames ain't shit, nigga. Ain't shit. Although they shit lame. I'm saying fuck these hoes. And then your bitch came. But I might get her name. Yeah, I know she'll let me. I know. And we can kick it, girl. Yeah, and call that Jet Li. I'll beat that pussy up. That's what's my bet, G. And now I gave her another reason to say nobody hit it like this. Ill type of shows, ill type of clothes, ill type of ass, bring ill type of hoes. Tell all my haters go on haters weekend if they ain't learn my ill type of flows, ill type of grind. Money on my mind, you can find me in the lab working like overtime. Nobody ever hit the track like me. Shed on the beat and you know that's heat, nigga. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. Yeah. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Funny how friendship often turn to hatred. When they see you doing bad, they won't help you make it. I don't leave my life to chance. I go out and take it. That's why I gotta make it. That's why I gotta make it. All my haters get no recognition. I remember when niggas ain't had no pot to piss in. My opposition is usually fucking optimistic, but that can't help them when hollow tips leaving bodies missing. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Live life good, baby. Fuck all your haters, eh? Fuck all my haters. I'm screaming, fuck all mine. Real nigga shit. Shit, we gotta shine, you feel me? Hey, that's real, nigga. And that's how you kill it. That's how you do it. If you didn't know. Nigga. Bitch! STP, nigga. Remember that fucking suck a dick. Bitch.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afura Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. Keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing. And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppy.
Hey, what's up? This is Eddie Volkman from the Eddie and Jobo radio show, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, this is April Pillowfuff, and you're listening to Ryan Hoppe and Happy Hour. I hope he can make my daughter happy. She needs tickets to see The Instincts, and I'll have to talk to his manager. I was the original Karen, and I can't believe it. Hi there, this is Marge McDouche. You might remember me from the Eddie and Jobo radio show. Now, I'm just looking at this fine young man, Ryan Hoppe.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The radio show of the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
Turn the radio up, it's time for thrill.
I got it.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel.
Whatever.
Sex and stars and love so real. Happy hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on.
I know what you mean.
Got the scoop from dusk to morn. On this throwback ride, we all belong.
Oh, what's going on?
Happy, 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 it's the hour we crave.
Yeah.
Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave.
I got it.
Feel the love, let your heart behave. Tune in now.
Oh, what's going on?
Behave. Celebs in the mix, it's a hot affair.
That's what I do.
Just to whispers, we're all aware. Every secret told with a naughty flair.
And what's up?
Happy hours live and it's everywhere.
I'm definitely live.
Happy, happy, it's the hour.
Right in your ears.
Ryan's got the juice and the beats.
856-49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com.
Beat each word, every perfect rhyme. Love and laugh, it's the Hoppy climb.
Happy Hot Topic.
What the hell is going on with Wendy Williams? She's out of her freaking mind. You know what I mean? A jelly bean. First, I love this freaking song. Really groovy. Yeah.
As I've been accused. And this floor that I live on is the memory unit. The people who live there don't remember anything. Unlike me, like, why am I here? What is going on? It's a cry for help. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy Williams is detailing how she ended up in the hospital after police conducted a welfare check. The former talk show host called into the Breakfast Club on March 11th, along with Gina Monterosso, president of Connect.
All right, so we've already heard that audio from yesterday. Actually, this is new, sorry.
Care Advisory Group. The two women explained they were the ones who put in the call to police in the hopes of getting Wendy removed from the living facility she's been confined to under her court-ordered guardianship.
Man, she got some big-ass boobies.
Well, the police showed up, and, I'm exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I am exhausted, and I wanted to go to the hospital to talk to the doctor. You know, Gina, you can expound upon that a bit, please.
So we were actually trying to figure out how to kind of break through and get some kind of motion into this case, because we were pretty stuck at one point waiting for the lawyers to get through and get some type of trial. So I did two things. I wrote a letter to the Adult Protective Services explaining to them Wendy's situation. She was isolated and we needed an investigation.
Got it.
Yesterday morning, during our morning calls, I told Wendy we will be calling the police. And we will be speaking to police and we will be telling them that you are isolated.
Listen,
and we need some help.
So two police showed up, you know, where I was, you know, at the coterie, and so I was telling them, you know, the same, and the next thing you know, there are two more police, so there are four in total. And I was talking with Gina, you know, and saying, go ahead, Gina.
Yep, and the police came into the room. Wendy gave me the phone, and I pleaded with the police as if Wendy was my child. Please, you need to get her off this floor.
Yeah, this is like, I'm wondering how much of it's exaggerated, but I also don't know why they're treating her like she's in prison. She's crazy, but you shouldn't be treating her like that.
And listen,
she is confined.
I told them I am not incapacitated, as I've been accused. And this floor that I live on is the memory unit. The people who live there don't remember anything. Unlike me, why am I here? What is going on? It's a cry for help. You know what I'm saying?
Initial reports stated police got involved after Wendy dropped a note from her window that read, "Help, Wendy."
Yeah, that was her at a very desperate time.
However, the two women explained Wendy did drop a note, but it was not what led to the authorities' involvement.
Now, Gina, let me ask one question. There was something yesterday that said that Wendy dropped a note out the window, and that's how the police were called. Is that true? Is there any truth to that? No.
That's so funny. Wendy's talking to me on the phone, and she's like, "Gina, there's a photographer downstairs. What do I do?"
Yep.
And I'm like, she's like, "Should I write them something?" And I'm yes, write help.
Let me tell you, this happened early in the morning. And it just so happens, because all I have a window, a bathroom, and a bedroom.
Window to the wall.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the window, and I see somebody say hi. So I'm like, hi back. And I get on the phone, and I'm talking with Gina, and my niece. And I ask them this, that, and the third. Go ahead, Gina.
Yes, the note had nothing to do with it. Wendy and I actually called the police directly.
Okay.
And
every freaking employee, when she calls into the Breakfast Club, is probably listening live.
And convinced the police to come over to do a welfare check.
Gina explains she pleaded with NYPD to get Wendy out of the facility so that she could be evaluated by an independent doctor to prove that she is not incapacitated.
And just insisted and pleaded with the officer on the phone that you have to get Wendy out of here. We have a guardian who is telling the whole building and the world that she's incapacitated.
Yes.
And she needs to be on a locked unit.
All right, sounds like everything's going well there. And then her guardianship judge is really mad that she's talking to the media. And I would really imagine, too, that the judge probably isn't appreciating this. Like I said, I know Wendy probably shouldn't be there, but at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it goes like this. She's burning bridges, and do you think they're going to want to help her get out? I am going to lean towards no.
Happy hot topic.
High school was very hard. I had to deal with kids bullying me.
This is Denise Richards' daughter.
People would say I look like my dad.
Whoa, looking like your father? Whoa.
I actually got a comment the other day of someone saying, "You'll never be as pretty as your mom."
I feel bad that she feels she has to live up.
And now you're giving the haters all the attention. And now you got Denise Richards being a narcissist, like she has to live up.
She has to live up to my nose or whatever
you're nothing. I'm not saying you're nothing, like nothing in life, but like no one's ever aspired to be like, oh my God, I want to be as great as Denise frickin' Richards.
Because I don't want them to feel they have to look a certain way.
Denise Richards breaks down in tears after daughter Sammy reveals she was bullied for looking like her dad, Charlie Sheen.
I'm at the end of the day, no matter what I do for a living or even being in the public, I'm still a parent that is navigating with my daughters and blended family and everything.
Got it.
Last August, the 21-year-old documented every step of her rhinoplasty
You're freaking 21. Why are you getting a nose job? Ignore the haters.
on TikTok.
Hey, it's day 3 recovering from my nose job, which is still so crazy to say.
Now on the family's new reality show, Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, fans are getting a glimpse of the lead up to Sammy's big surgery.
Got it.
I'm just so excited to finally be done. I have this freaking honker stuck to my face.
Have a honker.
Yes, I do, Mom. I'm literally paying for your nose.
Oh, wow.
Sammy says kids would pick on her at school for resembling her dad instead of her mom.
That's the stupidest thing you can make fun of someone over. You look like someone that gave birth or didn't give birth but helped create you. Duh.
People would say I look like my dad. I actually got a comment the other day.
I love these celebrity news clips. They think we're mindless. They literally will play the same thing for the first minute, and I wonder if they have like a quota that they have to make a video a certain amount of length because they're just repeating the same freaking thing. And then there's this.
Happy hot topic.
Meghan Markle reveals how she keeps the spark alive in her marriage. In an interview with People published March 12th, the Duchess of Sussex shares the nightly ritual she does with husband Prince Harry to keep their connection strong, telling the outlet that she makes it a priority to set aside one-on-one time in the evening for what she calls nightcap recaps. With the mom of two who shares 5-year-old son Archie and 3-year-old daughter Lilibet with Harry explaining, I think all parents in this phase with kids the same age know it's rinse and repeat. Going on.
Everything you do is rinse and repeat. It's freaking boring. Just being honest.
Clocks and juke and playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppy on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Riot Hoppy held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time but coming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll catch you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night and God bless America.
Doors closing.